Welcome to today's deck tech. We have Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Let's get started. Some mono black for 2 and 2 swamps. Legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor, Death Touch, 4/5. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. As soon as she gets on the battlefield, she's a threat. So just be prepared for that. Alright. See what we got. In the back, we have swamps. We'll take the lands out from the back. Alright, cool. Let's go in order. We'll go through creatures first. And then instants. We'll have a planeswalker. And then instants, enchantments, sorceries, and artifacts last. Alright, let's get started. First off, we have Sheoldred. Let's move this back a little bit. We have Sheoldred the Whispering One. 5 mana and 2 swamps. 6/6 legendary creature with Swamp Walk. This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls a swamp. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. Nice. Blood Gift Demon. 5/4 with flying. 3 mana, 2 swamps. At the beginning of your upkeep, target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Dothy Voidwalker for 2 swamps. He's a 3/2 with Shadow. If a card will be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it with the void counter on it. Tap this, sack it. Choose an exiled card an opponent owns with the void counter on it. You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost. Master of the Feast. Enchantment creature demon. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. We're just gonna go faster, move faster now, but most of these cards are just card draws and life gains and life opponent. You know, this is a new card right here. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Nurkana Revenant. Tap an additional swamp. Enduring Tenacity here. Another same thing, just redundant. Gain life, lose life. Sheoldred. Let's flip it over. It's just a scripture here, but let's see what it says. Yes, sir. Alright, this is part of the infinite combo here. Bloodthirsty Conqueror and Marauding Priest. This has flying though. The priest does not. So if they lose life, you gain life. If you gain life, they lose life. Bang. Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Same thing. Psychosis Crawler. Razaket the Foul-Blooded. Bloodletter of Alkazats. Scrawling Crawler. Roaming Throne. Sour of Discord. This is good if you have multiple opponents. Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, those are the creatures. Now let's move on to my Planeswalker. I have Obnixilis the Hate Twisted. He's a 3 mana with 2 swamp. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Obnixilis the Hate Twisted deals 1 damage to that player. -2, destroy target creature. Its controller draws 2 cards. Strong Planeswalker there for this deck tech here, because we want the opponents to draw cards and lose life. We're helping them out, but we're also taking their life away. Alright, now we're going into instants. Let's see what we have. Alright, this is about it. Deadly Relic. If I control a commander, I may cast a spell without paying its mana cost. Exile target creature. Cabal Ritual. Blood Pact. Vampiric Tutor. This is very EDH deck here. Lots of searches through your decks and destroying stuff. Snuff Out. Destroy target non-black creature. Dismember. All these instances are like basically just, strong. Dark Ritual. We're either getting mana or we're destroying something. Destroy target creature. Those are the instances I have with murder. Okay, let's go to the enchantments real quick. Sacred Lair, Underworld Dreams, 3 swamps. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Underworld Dreams deals 1 damage to that player. Exquisite Blood, 4 mana in a swamp. Enchantment, Secret Lair as well. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Phyrexian Arena. And then we have an enchantment room. Sanguine Bond, another Secret Lair. Whenever I gain life, my opponent loses that much life. This is probably the most Secret Lair I've had in the deck. I don't know how much is in there, but let's go into sorceries. First sorcery we have is Demonic Tutor, so we're tutoring a lot, and we are destroying as much as we can. Trying to control the board state. Damnable Pact. Drawing cards, losing life. Knight's Whisper, drawing cards, losing life. Torment of Hellfire, losing life unless they sack non-land permanent or discard cards. Sign in Blood, draw cards, lose life. Dark Deal. Invoke Despair. Reanimate. This is a expensive reanimate. Friday Night Magic. It's like $80 it costed this one, just because it has a foil, but otherwise it's $5. Just get the $5 one. Toxic Deluge. Peer into the Abyss. Promise of Power. Exsanguinate, whatever. Feed the Swarm. Alright, those are the sorceries. Next we have artifacts, the good stuff, the fun stuff, I guess. Well of Lost Dreams, 4 mana. Whenever I gain life, I can pay X, where X is less than or equal to the amount of life I gained. If I do, draw X cards. Howling Mine. At the beginning of each player's draw step, if Howling Mine is untapped, that player draws an additional card. Teferi's Puzzle Box. Soul Ring. Jet Medallion. The One Ring. This is my first One Ring I have in the deck, so seems about right. Mind Crank. Font of Mythos. Alzheimer's Archive. Sensei's Divine Top. Bolas the Citadel. Lightning Greaves. Vencer's Journal. Swiftfoot Boots. I'm just trying to get hexproof. As much hexproof as I can. Or Shroud. Thought Vessel. This is a mono black deck. Indestructible here. Mithril Coat. And Temple Bell. Each player draws a card. Those are my artifacts. Alright, let's get into the lands. If you stuck around this far, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Which deck you want to see next that I've built? I think Teysa would be next, because I was working on her last night. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to go through the lands pretty fast here. I don't know how many there are. We'll just count them out. There's Cabal Coffers. You need this in any mono black deck, or just any black in general. There's 2 lands. There's 3 lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 35, so there's 8 of those. And then swamps. How many swamps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 27 plus 8. Yep, we have 35 lands. That's what we want. Alright, guys. There you have it. Sheoldred the Apocalypse Deck Tech Commander. That was my second deck I've built. The first one was Kalia, and then Teysa is the third one. But Sheoldred's fun if you want to get targeted. If you want to be a threat, huge threat to the board, just know if you want to build her, you're going to be targeted a lot. And she's probably going to get removed turn, as soon as possible. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye.